Spencer this here for InsideTrackNews.com. Post-race at Sunset Speedway after the 100-lap championship night event with our 6th place finisher here this evening, my man Sean Cronan. I mean, Sean, this is one of those nights where the score sheet is not indicative of how strong you were. You had a good car tonight, and a lot happened. Give me the PG version. Walk me through what happened tonight in the 100-lap championship night event.
I'm still trying to figure that out too. I know we had a really good car. I was holding back, and I don't know. Just I don't know what happened. 47 and I made contact exiting corner 2. Sorry I ruined Tom's race, and I definitely ruined mine too. I really still do not know what happened. I didn't even exit the corner any different than I did all race, and he drove away from me previous to that. So yeah, it was a good car. Poor outcome. Cars in one piece, and on to Thursday we go.
125 lap. I mean, you've really sort of shown up for big races in the past. I mean, everyone remembers the velocity that you won, the huge burnout. You won the MRE Pro Series title. I mean, that was a huge night for you, and that was just one of those situations where the lights were on bright, the pressure was on, and you were at your very best. Well, it's going to be every bit that much of an environment on Thursday night. 125 laps. $2,600 to win. You're going to have the best from every corner of Ontario here. Walk me through this event and how you're feeling just a few days away.
I'm stoked. I've looked forward to this. When it was originally a super late model race, I was like, how am I going to find my way into a super late model for this race? Like, I want to race this race so bad. You know what? It's going to be an epic race. Guys are going to be coming from everywhere, like you said. I still think home track advantage is going to be a huge, huge thing. There's a few guys in particular, Taylor Holloway, Baker, maybe Walters. There's a few guys here that are really strong on long races that are going to be really tough to beat. Myself, hopefully. I'm looking forward to it. I really want to put a show on for the fans.
What is it about Sunset that sort of lends itself to the home track advantage? I mean, what is it about this place that makes it so difficult? Because you get guys that are champions at other speedways that obviously are quality wheelmen with great equipment. They come in here and it's just a completely different ballgame.
I don't know if I don't know if it's anything that the track is, but it's the facility draws the higher caliber of race car drivers, I would say. Not knocking anybody else's track, but maybe there's 4 or 5 cars that can win. Right here at this racetrack, I would say you're deep field. You're top 12 any given night. You know, there's obviously a couple of guys that shine every night, but on a whole, the top 12 here is pretty solid. Not a lot of speed separates the top 12 here. The guys you race against are they're pushing it every week. It's good, clean, hard racing. And I think that's why home track advantage maybe in this situation it means the most.
Well, I know that you took a lot of time off from racing, you know, and so you're making up for lost time now, and you got that aggressive schedule plan for the playoff season, which I love. You're going to do the Reynolds, you're going to do the Velocity, you're going to do the Classic. Well, this event, this Canadian Limited Late Model Championship event is sort of the doorstep to the playoff season. How important is a strong run on Thursday to sort of set the tone for the rest of the fall?
It's important. I'm looking at every one of these races of how can we win. I really got that fire lit under my butt right now. I want to win a couple of these races. Maybe, hey, if we win one, that's great. There's so many fast cars and so many good guys that we're running against, but you know what? I'm on my A game right now. I got a great team, great car, great motor. You know what? We got new tires in the trailer. We're ready to go. I'm really enthused about Thursday. If we can just have a little bit of lady luck on our side, we'll be just fine.
I think your progression through this division and watching your maturation as a competitor has been interesting, to say the least. I mean, you came in, you were a crew member. You and your dad crewed for teams, so you had never raced until you got to the late model division. So this has really been a trial, a baptism by fire for you for the last few years, and you're really coming into your own. Do you feel right now, personally, that you're as good now as you've ever been? That you're at the best that you've ever been in a late model?
Yeah, last year, believe it or not, I actually learned a lot driving that super late model. Probably made me a little bit better when I did come back to the late model racing. We're definitely the best I'm the best that I've been to date, and I'm learning every week. It's weird saying that this many years in, you're still learning, but I think you have to. I think to stay atop of the game. We're finally at the point where now we're maybe not atop the game, but we're right there with the guys that are atop the game. That you know, we keep progressing now. I've got a car under me, and you know what, my driving is starting to reflect and of what I think, and I don't know, I think we're doing quite well.
And you've got a great support system, the guys in the pits, the guys at the shop, the marketing partners. Thank the folks that really make this happen for the 84 car.
Yeah, my team's been flawless all year long. Great group of guys. I got to thank my sponsors, the Locker Room Sports Bar in Barrie, McLaren Equipment, Green Steel Roofing, Spira. We got Women in Stride Physiotherapy, that's my mom, I can't forget to mention her. Fox's Bakery and Deli, Gunk. Yeah, that's pretty much the majority of the people that make this really happen for me. Without these sponsors, Green Steel Roofing stepped up one night in the beer garden of all places. We broke a motor, and Joe says, well, how much is that going to cost? And I threw out a number, and he says, yeah, I'll do that. I'll put my name on your car. I'm like, what? So you know what, it's been a tough year getting the funds after basically dropping out of the sport to come back, and I'm really thankful to have the sponsors I have on board my car. At least now going into next year, I can say I'm racing. I know what I'm racing, and you know, things are getting good. So.
These are exciting times, and we've got you on Twitter now. At Cronan Motors, I think is the Twitter account, right?
At Cronan Motorsports, I think.
I think. Okay. Well, just search Cronan Motorsports. You'll find him on there. He's on there. They'll be updating. You'll be able to find this video. So if you found the video, then you don't need to search him on Twitter because you've already found him. But you know, just check him out on Twitter and come to the Speedway next Thursday for the 125 lap for $2,600 to win. Cronan's going to do his best to try to get to the front. Sean, thanks for the time and all the best, my man.
Thank you, bud.
Sean Cronan here, post races.